What is up, guys? Welcome to another build walkthrough. This is actually a walkthrough of one of the motels I made. I was designing a lot of other things after I designed that hotel, and this was one of the items I ended up making. I know you guys have been enjoying these little walkthroughs, if you will, and I figured it would be cool to show off another one of the builds I did in the past. So this was actually a lot of fun to make. Once again, making something that's not usually in The Sims was a cool experience for me. We actually sized up that tree in the middle, which is supposed to make it kind of like a little haunted, little haunted, a little destroyed. We have a little parking lot over here, of course, where I tried to create a continuous road place to park your cars. We used a fence for those lines on the ground. It's a yellow fence, and it kind of looks like parking spots. Then we obviously sized those cars up. This tree was a sized up tree from the vampire stuff. In this entire build, there's a lot of vampire stuff because it's supposed to be kind of a spooky, haunted motel. I actually don't like the mailbox there. Don't mind me. So it's supposed to be kind of like a spooky, haunted motel. So we use a lot of stuff from the vampire stuff with the rundown walls and such. From the outside, it looks really nice. I really like how it looks. We have outdoor entrances, of course, to all the rooms. It kind of reminds me of Bates Motel. We have a check-in desk all the way to our left, so let's hop into that so I can show you guys. So over here would be where you checked in. We have a security camera, and there's not a lot going on in here. I was thinking about getting maybe a TV or something to kind of make it look a little bit more sketchy on the entrance, but we didn't. All the motel rooms are sadly the same. I found that was the easiest way to be able to focus and make sure that the room looked as spooky and creepy and kind of gross as possible. If you were to go down to one of these off the highway motels, this is kind of how I feel it would look. Once again, very Bates Motel-y. So this is what all the hotel rooms look like. We actually gave them a fridge. It's supposed to just be a fridge, but we gave them a snack bar. Yeah, don't worry about that. We have obviously some blinds. The window that comes on the outside is very motel-y, as you can see. And all these are outside doors. I hate the idea of having a door facing the street or facing the public. Kind of skeeves me out a little bit. If I was to stay at any hotel, it has to have like an entrance inside. I just don't like this. We did have doors. I don't know why that one doesn't have a door. We have doors. All the doors are these. Once again, old looking doors. Inside there's spider webs, which was nice. And we also used these wallpaper kind of breaking down. Behind it, you can obviously see the wood. There's a lot of spider webs, and there's one bed. We did give them a little bit of a living space, so a very small living space over here with a couch. Obviously, cracks in the walls. The oldest TV you can find. And then inside the bathroom is wallpaper. Wallpaper in the bathroom, I don't know, man. Sounds like mold, you know? Really probably accumulates behind there. But as you can see, a lot of the vampire stuff was used here. It really makes it feel a lot spookier with the vampire stuff, such as the wall cracks and stuff. Sadly, this room doesn't have a window because it is a corner room. But this one sure does. Once again, wall cracks going into the windows. A really sketchy looking room. On the outside, we used once again a lot of those vampire things with the roots coming out of the ground. It looks very unkept. We used some of the terrain dirt to try to create a little bit of dirt around the walkway, make it look not so perfect. That's probably one of my few issues with the stones in this game. When you do a stone path, unless if you're using the terrain painter, the stone path kind of looks too perfect. You see how it's like perfectly cut because it kind of lays like a tile would instead of how it actually should be laid. And that's something I kind of have to work on. I think I have to work on it. I should probably focus on using the spray paint tool for that instead of using a basic stone. But I think at the time I really did like this stone. I've also found that if you put rocks around trees, they kind of look less just in your face. It looks more like blended in. These are all old dead rose bushes, obviously bordering the entire path. Then when we go upstairs, we have graffiti on this wall, entire piece of graffiti, and then we use these old steel staircases here, looking kind of sketchy. We did a podium-like thing with these pillars to try to make it feel like it's being elevated and off the ground. Obviously, make it feel more structurally sound with the pillars. Over here, we got some band posters. Then once again, we get the entire upstairs. This room is identical to the room downstairs. I don't know why none of these have doors. And then all these rooms are just like the ones downstairs, just upstairs. That's still an empty space. Then when we come to the roof, we use a steel roof. And this is one of the few things I've really enjoyed doing in The Sims, especially on industrial buildings and buildings that are commercial use, is that I put these AC ducts and air units on top inside a little fence here. I like it. I think it's kind of up to your own discretion if you like the idea. I really like it because I feel like that's how it would usually work. If you ever see the roofs of hotels and of motels, they usually have a bunch of ducts and different mechanisms on top of the roof. So that's kind of why we did this. And then we obviously have the huge billboards up here, kind of trying to sell it and sell that it's kind of off the highway type of motel. And that is the build. I hope you guys liked a little bit of a walkthrough. If you guys do consider making a creepy Bates Motel kind of build, kind of like this, I'd love to see it. Make sure you screenshot a couple photos of it. Make sure to send it my way and on Twitter. Tweet me some photos. I'd love to check them out because I've been super interested in getting new ideas for builds and other weird wonky builds. If you guys have any weird wonky builds that you want me to check out, please recommend them. Building hotels, I'd love to do. Motels, bunkers, all those weird items that just don't belong in The Sims, I like to do. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share the video if you guys enjoyed it. And I will catch you next episode. Thanks again for watching.